This is Smörgåsbord.
Welcome to Smörgåsbord, a show where we explore the rituals, myths, and all things strange about the world of food. I'm Mick, and here is my co-host.
I am drunk. I'm Angel, by the way.
I feel like this happened a few episodes ago, too.
Did it? Okay, well, I had a pineapple truly, and it was truly delicious.
They don't sponsor us, and I agree. Truly, it's truly delicious.
Yeah, sponsor us.
And today I actually don't know what we're covering, because Angel did the research today.
You're all doomed. As I wrote it down on actual paper instead of, tippity-tappity. And we are talking about, I don't even know if I'm pronouncing this correctly, Ambergris. Or Ambergris. It is spelled like Ambergris.
You're officially, initiated into research host culture when you mispronounce one thing.
Oh, yeah. And also, I might have problems reading my own handwriting, so we're going to struggle through this together.
All right, so what is it?
Ambergris.
Is it, let me guess, is it wine?
It is not wine.
It's not related to
guessing.
Pinot Gris?
No. Although I think the name is partially French. Oh, I should have written this down, but I didn't. That shows you how good I am at researching.
Ambergris. Is it an orange grape?
No, sadly, it is not a weird fruit hybrid.
Oh.
It's not a fruit at all.
Oh, okay. Well, what is Ambergris?
It's a biological byproduct is the best way that I can describe it. But wait, we need to talk about what we've been eating first.
That's right. What's in my palate? Well, we had an Easter dinner with my family this weekend, and I decided to put pineapple where it rightfully belongs.
Inside a pineapple.
Exactly. I made pineapple fried rice. Which is really good. And
did you then put the rice back into the pineapple?
I did.
Nice. That's how it's supposed to be served.
I found out how difficult it is to shave a pineapple or take the pineapple fruit out of the shell.
Yeah.
When you still have to keep the shell intact. So I made that. The recipe I used was from this lady who gave us all these options for protein. Really cool things like Portuguese sausages and shrimps, but preferred to use Spam. So she's my new hero.
Oh, yes, Spam. She's good.
Yeah, so I made that, and Ia prepared Loco Moco burgers. So we were going to put the Loco Mocos on the pineapple rice. I guess instead of white regular rice, we will use pineapple rice with the Loco Mocos. And they turned out delicious.
Good job. Is that a Easter usual? Or no?
No.
No, it just
I think
is.
our family decided to do a theme, and we're like, let's do a tropical theme.
Ah, yes. Tropical sounds nice.
We picked Thailand and Hawaii.
Spam.
Yeah.
Where Spam is a delicacy.
Exactly. So that was good. Highly recommend that. How about you?
I had a donut today that was sakura flavored and cherry blossom.
Oh, cool.
At least I was told that's what it was. I'm not really sure. It was Kaiko got it for me at Cardam's.
Okay.
So it was like just a regular donut, but the frosting and the icing was pink, and they drew like actual little flowers on it. It was really cute.
Oh, wow.
She's like, oh, what flavor is it? I'm like, I don't know. It was tart, and it was like a little bit sour and like sweet at the same time. And she's like, oh, that's cherry blossom flavor. Oh. So when it's cherry blossom season in Japan, they make like mochi that's cherry, like sakura flavored. And that's apparently what it's supposed to be.
This sounds like an episode in itself.
Yeah, we should definitely look into that. Yeah, she
That's
said
tr-
they pickle the leaves of the cherry blossom trees and then they wrap it around mochi.
And the Cherry Blossom Festival just ended too, right? In
Yeah.
Japan. It was like March 20 or something.
Apparently, it's been like alarmingly early how
Yeah.
how things were blossoming. It's like, yay, climate change. Woo, it's beautiful. We're gonna die. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I heard about that too.
That's that's what I heard from the festival.
Cool. That sounds tasty.
Yeah, the
Sakura
donut,
flavor.
it was great.
Is that what ambergris is?
No.
Cherry blossom extract?
No. It doesn't come from a tree at all.
Okay.
It comes from a whale.
Oh.
And not just any whale, it only comes from sperm whales,
Oh God.
which are like the big, okay, it's not sperm. It's not like, it's not whale jizz.
He said extract and it only comes from
No,
sperm whales.
It's not,
You know.
it's not whale jizz. It comes from sperm whales. And I guess it's been described as like whale snot or whale mucus. It's not like booger or anything. It's like excrement, but it's also not poop. So trying to explain it is kind of difficult.
So wait, does it come from the whale's nose?
It comes from the digestive system of sperm whales. So it's made in like the bile duct, and then it kind of like swishes around in the whale's digestive system. So what they found was that when they find ambergris, it comes in like a lump. It's mucousy and it's like a lump. So they find like squid bits in it. So they assume, this is what scientists think. They think it's excreted when whales eat something like pointy and hard to help it pass easier, like like squid pointer pokers.
So if something pointy and hard enters the sperm whale's mouth and it comes out as things that look like little squids that are mucousy.
Well,
And
they
but
coat
it's
their
not
own.
jizz.
No, it's not jizz. They coat their own like intestinal tracts to protect it, and then it's excreted through the butt. Like it doesn't come out of the blowhole. It doesn't come out of the mouth. It comes out of the butt. But it's not poop. It's like a different substance than poop.
It's not poop, it's not pee. It's little
No.
squiddy-like things.
Well, it's not.
I don't know, man. If it looks and sounds like a duck, it is a duck, isn't it?
I mean, yeah. I mean, it comes out of. It's like a different genome of poop, like a different species of poop. I guess. Yeah. So it's been described to look like booger or poop. It's like waxy and like kind of mucusy, like dried mucus. Like it comes in lumps. But also, this comes out of a whale's butt, so it's kind of big.
This sounds so gross.
Yeah, it sounds disgusting. When I was reading it, I'm like, why the fuck are people putting these in their mouths? Oh, anyway.
That's kind of the disgusting part because I'm like, wait a minute, we're a food-based podcast. If we're talking about this,
Whale poop. Well, people eat it, and it's a delicacy. So let me get to that. So this giant lump, I'm going to call it a booger because that's, like, from all the photos I've seen, that's what it looks like to me. Like, it doesn't really look like poop. It's kind of like a beigey gray, like a grayish color.
Maybe April should just be booger month since we covered fake booger last week.
Yes, it's a very good segue into ambergris.
The whale's booger.
The whale's not booger. The butt booger. It's a butt booger. Yeah. So okay. So apparently, when it first comes out of a whale, it's actually really gross. It actually does smell like poop because it goes through the intestines and out its butthole. So but the magical part of it is that after it's pooped out, it like soaks in the ocean water and kind of like ages it, like cures it. So by the time that it like washes to shore, it becomes like a delicacy.
Oh my god.
People have been finding this for a really long time. And they've been using it in like food ingredients, and they've been using it. Actually, it's more used in perfumes than food.
Right.
For a very long time. From what has been described, when it's fresh, it's like soft and really poopy smelling. But when it's been like sufficiently aged in the ocean,
What is
like,
sufficiently aged?
salt,
Like 3 million years?
I mean, no, I don't know. I don't know, maybe like a month. I don't know. It cures. Once it's sufficiently aged, then it stops smelling so poopy and it smells more like woody and musky.
Like scotch?
Like maybe less alcohol-y. Like I was reading the descriptions of like what it actually smells like, and there's such a wide range of adjectives that I'm like, this does not make sense at all.
Were any of those adjectives edible or tasty?
Woody and rich. Earthy is also another word that's thrown around. In my notes it says smells like poop if fresh. So, I mean, I don't know. I never smelled whale poop before, so I assume that it just smells very fishy and like very oceany.
How on earth?
Yeah.
I can't imagine.
Well, let me go down my notes and I will educate you. So, okay, by perfumers, it is used as like a fixer to make the scent stick to your skin for longer, for the scent to like last longer, because it is like greasy.
Yeah.
Since it's like a biological like excrement. So it's like ambergris. That grease means grease. So it's like oily.
Actually?
Yeah, it's like oily and waxy.
I could picture that. Like,
yeah, so it's like
effervescence by Ambergris.
Yeah. But like back in the day, that's what they use. But now they have like synthetic things to replace that.
But like, it doesn't smell nice. So what did they use back? And they like walked up to a pile of ambergris and like,
and just, well, I wouldn't
put it in
do
their
that
face
because
and
it's
then
actually
put the rosemary on.
It's so rare that it's actually really expensive.
Oh, really?
Because not every sperm whale makes it.
Oh,
it's only a select. I don't know. Maybe they have like a genetic something.
Wow.
Yeah. So like, it's only made by sperm whales, and not every sperm whale is capable of making this.
Oh, wow.
So it's a really rare substance. Yeah, so it takes years for like a big lump to form and to come out of a whale. And the chances of like someone finding it on a coast is even slimmer. That's why it's like, it's super, super rare to find this. And like, you can't harvest it fresh because then it just smells like poop.
Can you harvest it fresh and put it in a vat of salt water?
I don't know that anyone's ever tried. Like I thought of that, but I couldn't find any info on it. But it really, yeah. The ones that are worth anything are the ones that have been like ocean cured. And
just
like,
imagine finding this like sold in a grocery store in the bottle.
Yeah, apparently
Ocean fresh ambergris.
Apparently some dogs are really good at sniffing it out. And like,
okay.
You know, like truffle pigs, they probably have like ambergris dogs. There's finding it is really rare, and most of it has been found in the Bahamas.
Oh.
I guess that's just where the currents take it. I don't know, you know, the ocean circular system, whatever that's called.
For some reason I thought this was like a Swedish thing.
Oh, no. I think you're thinking of like pickled herring, which is
maybe
another magically really stinky.
It's a Bahaman thing?
Surströmming is what that's called. It's like canned, pickled fish, and it's really gross. And like you can't take it on an airplane. Like there's actually rules against that because of the pressure. The cans might explode.
Right.
And it'll smell horrible. Though I'm sad I never tried it when I was in Sweden, just because
Yeah.
of how gross it supposedly is. But I've tried natto, that like
Yeah.
fermented bean from Japan. I thought it was really nice.
Oh,
You're like, blah.
well, I don't know. I didn't puke, is what I would describe the flavor.
It's quite strong.
Yeah.
It is really slimy. It's snotty. That's a part that's kind of gross.
Like durian.
Oh, I can't durian. I can eat natto, but not durian.
Oh, I can't do neither.
Durian is like a wet fart, which is what I kind of pictured ambergris to smell
That's
like.
what I'm thinking of.
Like
Yeah,
a
when you're
like a
like
humid fart. Like
It's like one of-
humidity is part of this
30 degrees in the middle of the tropical in the Philippines or something.
in the Bahamas.
You're in a full train and you see this person
You see a dog
sweating
whimper.
it out. Yeah.
I smelled one.
You see this person like sweating it out and he lifts a butt cheek and you already know ambergris is coming.
Oh. Well, the whole reason I even knew that this existed was from Bob's Burgers.
Really?
The kids found like a big lump on the beach. But yeah, you guys should just watch it. It's from one of the earlier seasons. I don't remember which one, but they found ambergris and I remember watching the episode and I'm like, what are they talking about? But they were talking about finding some like rare gastronomically delicious like cuisine thing.
I see.
Yeah. So thank you, Bob's Burgers, for educating me on this rare treat.
Sure.
Treat? Yeah, so I have in my notes here that the smell has been described as rich, sweet, earthy, marine-like. And none of that, like, I guess like separately it could be okay, but like together it's kind of gross.
Yeah, sweet, marine-like, and earthy. Doesn't make sense in my head.
It says it's earthy and sweet once it's matured. So before that, you can only guess what it is. Yeah.
Wet
so
fart in a summer day.
So aside from perfumes, which it's added as like a fixer kind of to make it stick and also adds a musky smell. People have been putting this in food for a long time.
Why?
So actually not allegedly, this is known that King Charles II of England, his favorite food is eggs and ambergris. Can you imagine like a sweet, earthy, marine, poopy omelet? Because that's his favorite food.
It's like, I like sulfur and shit.
Yeah.
How do I get that?
Yeah. So it's like, it costs it's like rare enough and like a delicacy enough that kings eat it in their breakfast.
I could imagine King Charles just walking up to his king chef being like, Ferdinand, how could I make Ferdinand? How could I make this egg more fancy?
In my omelette.
My eggs are too basic. Can you make it less basic for me? Sir.
We do have some whale poop.
Yeah, maybe the chef was from the Bahamas or something. I don't know what a Bahamian accent would be.
Yeah, me neither.
Sir, I brought this
Whale booger.
whale shit. It came free with my Amazon.
It came out of the bowels of a whale. Such a delicacy.
Oh yes, I love whale. Put it on, Ferdinand. Put it on.
I wonder. See, like, there's no details on like how it's put in it. So since I feel like it's like a crumbly kind of situation where they just like take a little chunk of it and like crumble it into the eggs.
Right. So like the final the fermented ambergris isn't spermy and mushy.
No, it's almost like what's a crumbly cheese? Just from photos, it looks like
Feta?
a hard feta cheese. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, but
Maybe
it's
he
like
just-
nasty looking because it's like gray and beige. And sometimes it turns like a darker color. I don't really know why, but
Maybe there's like, when the whales poop and there's like still poop
there's still
in the
poop
butthole.
stuck on it. I mean,
So
yeah,
when it came out.
it really could be. But like after being washed in the ocean, maybe most of the poop comes off. Yeah, but it's been documented in like many different cultures.
Right.
So like this has existed and people have eaten it for a long time. I guess people, yeah, I feel like it's one of those things that you either really love it or you really hate it.
I could picture Donald Trump liking this.
Oh, probably. But I feel like he just likes it because it's expensive. Like
Yeah.
he doesn't actually like it.
Like puts it in his hamburger.
He's like, the poop smell is tremendous.
So good. Mel, you gotta try this, Mel.
It's expensive. Yeah, so like in like documented Chinese history, it's called dragon spittle fragrance. Yeah, still not like making it sound edible at all.
Yeah, they had to include spittle.
Spittle. Yeah, spittle is just not a word that like I want in my mouth.
I would eat dragon's fragrance.
Dragon spittle fragrance. Yeah, it's also been called as like whale pearl.
Okay, that one sounds tasty.
That's more romantic.
Dragon
But it's also
spittle
been
fragrance
called
is like
whale vomit or like whale excrement. It just depends on like what mindset you have when it comes to this.
Is it mostly so? If it's mostly found in the Bahamas, was it just like exported?
I mean,
out?
like mostly now it's found in the Bahamas, but it definitely has been found all over the world. Like it just washes up. And like I just assume that there used to be more whales before there was so much garbage in our ocean. So it was probably more abundant back in the day. Ambergris. Yeah. So let's talk about how much it costs nowadays.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So per kilo nowadays, it costs $40,000.
How much of this do you need to eat?
Probably just a little bit. Like, I
Like
don't
did
think
King
you
Charles like eat this by the kilo or?
I mean, who knows? We don't know if his palate was like really strong or if he just like a little dusting of it. We don't know.
I mean, he's British, so probably.
He's like, look at all my colonies. Look at all these beaches I own. Bring me all the ambergris that you find there.
Based on how English food tastes, maybe he put very little.
Yeah. Or a lot because English food doesn't taste like anything. Yeah. So $40,000 per kilo or over $1,000 per ounce. So that's like that's some expensive shit. Like when you go beach combing, don't use a metal detector because that's just a waste of time. You want to be finding some whale snot instead.
But buy yourself an ambergris dog
Yes.
or penguin.
Or penguin. Ambergris penguin. Yeah. Yeah, so in the 17th century, people were obsessed with putting ambergris in hot chocolate.
Why?
Because that was also a time where they started to like popularize chocolate.
Right.
So they kind of just like combined it and it's like, this is medicinal and it gives you energy if you consume it.
The same kind of amount of energy you get when you have pain in your stomach.
Yeah. And it used to be believed that it has like aphrodisiac properties, which I don't think it actually does. Like a lot of people just wanted. Do I want to say this on the podcast? They just wanted their dicks hard. You can bleep that whole part.
I mean, just based on our experience, it seems like any strange thing always has aphrodisiac.
Yes,
properties.
people seem to believe that. Yeah.
Always something sexual in nature
Yeah.
on anything.
Gross. You don't.
Yeah, if you want to convince somebody to try something, it's pretty. I feel like it's a pretty good convincing factor to most people.
I guess. If you
I
really
think
want to sell ambergris hot chocolate. I mean, who knows if it's good? I have no, just from like the description of what it smells and tastes like, I'm like, I don't know that I would want it in chocolate or eggs or anything.
yeah, but I mean, sex.
But yeah, but sex.
I feel like it's like the fedora.
Yeah,
That
my
the
lady.
fedora probably got popular because they're like, oh yeah, you wear a fedora, increases your libido.
My lady. Yeah, I don't know why that's a selling point. I mean, it's already so expensive. Like, I guess back in the day it wasn't as expensive, but it was still like a delicacy. So it's not like, I guess like the only thing I don't know anything about is like its nutritional value or anything, but I don't expect people to like eat it by the handful. It's really just like a flavor adder.
Right, it's like seasoning.
Yeah. So, an interesting thing I found was there is a food blogger, and this will be in the show notes. She found a really old recipe on making ambergris ice cream. And there's a picture of the recipe. It's like written in nice calligraphy. I don't know how old it is. It's really old.
Oh,
And like
You
she
know-
made it, and the taste, I guess she made a few batches. One of them she's all like, it tastes like armpit. And the other ones are like, it tastes kind of weird. so I guess it like varies.
yeah. Damn, that would be an expensive ice cream.
It would be a very
I mean-
expensive ice cream
You could sell it as just the most expensive ice cream, and people would buy
in
it.
the world. They really would. Yeah. Oh, the recipe is from 1665, so old. Written by a person named Lady Anne Fanshawe. Yeah, so this blogger, she or he said this ice cream has a strong smell and it's floral and armpit like. And like the other ingredients in this ice cream was it had like orange flowers and then just like cream. Like I think it would have been a really good ice cream if it
I'd be down to
wasn't
try it.
if it wasn't for the ambergris. But I mean, I would still try it. Also, the fun thing is, I did not know they had ice cream in 1665. So that's pretty cool. Although on the recipe page it says to make icy cream, so I don't know like how like solid it was because they didn't have refrigeration back then, right?
Or if it's even the same thing.
Yeah, it could have just been like slightly cooler cream, cooler than tepid. Yeah.
When you're describing it as tasting floral,
Armpit.
I guess the image of flavor I could imagine is if you put deodorant after you worked out.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so it's like a weird mix of stinky and like floral to try and cover that up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wasn't as disgusted as I thought I would be. with that review. So maybe I'd pay to try it.
Yeah, I would too, actually. I'm really curious just because of like the variation on the description. Because it's all like, is it earthy? Is it marine-y? Because those are two different things. Earthy is like of the land. Marine is of the ocean.
It also has an avion kind of.
Well,
The hell does it
slightly
taste like?
gaseous.
Tastes
Yeah.
like everything. That's what it is. Ambergris is the answer
To everything. Yeah. So yeah, throughout history it has had many uses like medicinal, fragrance use, and then food, obviously. So it's a very interesting substance, and like we don't know how long it's gonna still be around for because we keep dumping garbage into the ocean. I don't know. Those whales are not gonna be alive forever.
Maybe we should dump more calamari.
Into the ocean so they'll make more. Yeah, but see, it's also like a chance because not all whales do it.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to figure out which whale is capable of excreting this stuff and then feed them a lot of pointy, like glass, maybe. Just feed them glass shards.
Maybe this is like whale blood.
Yeah, but then you can't harvest it immediately. You just have to follow it as it poops, and then maybe like net an ambergris and then just kind of like swish it around in the ocean. Yes, yes, you can. Yeah, so that is the story of ambergris. It's very weird. I'm so curious.
Where can we find ambergris? Who sells it nowadays?
Do you have a lot of money? I actually haven't researched that. I didn't even think to like look up where can I buy some of this. So I'm sure you can find it because there's a few bars and restaurants that put it in their cocktails.
Oh.
As soon as you put it in a cocktail, it's like a $50 cocktail though. So
that's pretty cheap for something that's $40,000.
But they only put like a tiny little bit in.
I mean, if it's potent, as long as
it's
I can
potent.
taste.
Exactly. Like I don't know how concentrated it is. I don't know if you need to like put a lot of it to taste it. I don't think so because it just sounds like it's something that's really dense and smelly.
It feels like something like I wouldn't be surprised if someone sells fake
ambergris. Oh, probably. It's just literally boogers.
Boogers mixed with feta cheese or something.
And like dirt, like toe jam. I don't know. Yeah.
They go hiking in Birkenstocks and socks.
Just like
whatever comes out of your feet.
It's like, yeah, it's ambergris. It's earthy, right? Yeah.
Dip your feet in the water. The ocean.
Disgusting. Yeah, so if you were to Google or look at the links of where I researched, you can see like what they look like. And they do vary in like shapes and colors. Some of them look like a grayish piece of mold and some of them have like a darker like crust. So yeah, it looks like something you don't want in your mouth.
No. I don't think those whales when they ate squids didn't want them on those in their mouths either.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I would really be down to try it once and then probably find it absolutely disgusting.
If any of our two listeners has access to the ambergris market,
please let us know. I mean, I will buy like a hot chocolate or a cocktail with it just to try it, but I want it to be real. I don't want fake ambergris.
You know, if the ice cream sounded good to me, I feel like this hot chocolate might actually be good too.
Yeah, I don't know. It just seems like it's pungent.
Yeah.
It's pungent, so you can add it to anything, kind of. Spam, ambergris, spam and eggs. Ooh.
Maybe that's what King Charles had.
Spam. I don't
Fernando.
know. Fernando.
It's luncheon time. Bring out the luncheon meat, eggs, and the
yes, sir. That cost us a colony. It was very expensive. Yes, so I hope you learned something today. That was my first research. Yay. And die. How about here? I'm gonna Google right now. Where to buy ambergris? Oh, apparently you can buy. There's a website called ambergrisconnect.com.
Oh. Black marketplace?
It doesn't. Oh, they have photos of like little chunks. We offer 3 grades: black, brown, or white. I don't know what the difference is. White is regarded as the highest grade, making it the most expensive. So, according to the site, the white ones possess the most well-rounded, delicately soft, sweet marine scent. I don't know. Brown is the most versatile when it comes to all-round use, perfect for first-time perfumers. We recommend brown if you're less familiar with this material and just starting out. It has a woodier, more tobacco note.
Oh, so this is for are they edible or is this just?
I mean, oh, the black ones are more pungent because it has more fecal matter. So if you were to eat it, I would recommend the white ones. So you're not actually eating literal poop. So prices, this is actually affordable. Per 1 gram, it is $25.
Done.
Done? Are we gonna buy this and like bake cookies?
How much is one gram? Seems that's enough. I think
1 gram of white is $25. I don't know exactly. We don't know if it's real. So
$25. It might be worth it.
I don't know. I feel like this is kind of like truffles. You know how truffles have that farty, like very strong smell? It's probably quite similar. Yeah, apparently it's illegal to sell and trade in Australia and in America. So good thing we are not in either of those countries. So we can technically buy this and try it. You can buy it on Alibaba. Yeah, I don't trust that at all. So it looks like there's a lot of them, a lot of websites based in New Zealand. Maybe they're finding a lot there.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yes, if you want to buy some, simple Google will take you there. As for the validity, I can't attest to that. We're not. This is the disclaimer. If you get scammed by some dude saying, yeah, I'll sell you some whale poop. I don't know.
And a white liquidy substance shows up on your doorstep. It's not.
It should be solid, but they also sell it in oil form. Like melted in like a little vial. Smoke it. No, we bake it into a cookie.
Okay, right. Sorry, bake it into a cookie.
Yes.
I'm trying to wink.
So, is it good? We don't know. It's really a big question mark.
Very likely not.
I don't know though, because like, you know how a lot of people either like or hate truffles. And like truffles, I agree that it does smell kind of like fart. I still really enjoy it.
I'm kind of mad about it.
Yeah.
Would you like the hockarl, the fermented shark carcass? Or you thought that
no,
would be
I never tried it.
You thought it would be tasty.
Question mark. Question mark.
I guess that was a question mark too.
Yeah.
Is it good? Question mark.
Would we eat it? I definitely would. I would try it. I want to try it.
Doesn't seem to kill anybody. So.
Yeah, that's fine. Cool. Ambergris.
The Pinot Gris of the sea.
But solid. And maybe covered in poop. This is Smörgåsbord! This show was created by Angel Lin and Mick Narciso, hosted by Angel Lin and Mick Narciso, edited by Mick Narciso and Bianca Goico, logo and graphics by Angel Lin, music by Mick Narciso, and videography by Bianca Goico. The show is produced by Geek Happy Network, constantly curious about the things we love. If you enjoyed listening to Smörgåsbord, remember to subscribe to the show on Spotify, YouTube, or on your favorite podcast app. Remember to leave a review. We would love to hear your thoughts.